Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High School Star League 2017 Spring Playoffs. I'm Brian Crusader Kidintrong, bringing you the action for today. And we have finally a live match. It's Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute versus Temple City High School. Bring you here for this best of 3. We are into our round of 16 of the 2017 playoffs, brought to you in part by our friends at Twitch TV. Should be an exciting matchup here as we're finally into the last top 16 teams of the High School Star League season, the 2016-2017 school year. And it should be a fun one here at Temple City. Every time I mention their name, I have to say two-time championship runner-up team here. They are veterans of the High School Star League, and we're very excited to have them playing here in the top of the bracket once again. Picks and bans are of course underway so far. William Collegiate on the blue side taking away Twitch and Cassiopeia, and we just have to talk about this one, and the Zach as well. So Zach, just that great top lane jungler there, and Cassiopeia, you've got to take that away from Zud. I believe in the round of 64 he had a few very impressive games on that champion, so not too surprising to see that one banned away from him. Also the Twitch strong champion in general, and we do see it being played by Z Emotions quite a bit as well. Nidalee, Lee Sin, and Rek'Sai banned out, so it looks like Temple City is focusing in on these junglers. 4 junglers banned out in this game already, and the first picks are going to be the supports. Thresh and Lulu locked in. Z Emotions is going to be taking that Xayah for the jungle. Both of these teams coming in from the bracket here. William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate, seed 24, Temple City seed number 40. William Lyon Mackenzie 2-0'd their last 2 rounds. Temple City, a bit of a harder bracket for them. They 2-0'd Grant Park High School, then went 2-1 against Wausau West in a pretty entertaining match, I would say, from them. It was a good set of games coming in, and you're seeing that Zach banned out because Here Comes Santa had posted some good numbers on that Zach, especially in the second game of it. So that's why that one's banned away. I mean, so far we're having the Elise and Varus locked in here. So just a few things finished off here, but at least for that pick in the jungle, not going to be deterred by the fact that 4 junglers were banned out already in this bracket, or in this champion select. Interesting things coming out here. Muruvale, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name correctly, played Thresh in the first game of their 2-0 win in their round of 32 bracket. Posted 2-1-11 on the scoreline. OG Niels, the jungler that is being banned out so hard here, is an Nidalee player, which is something you don't normally see too often here. So definitely some research coming in. He's the master tier jungler for this side, so probably a driving factor on this William Lyon Mackenzie roster. And we're going to see how this continues to go through. Still casting for today, so it'll just be me. I'm mainly a play-by-play guy as well, so hopefully we'll get through this. But we are into that second phase of the bans, and no jungler picked up here by Temple City yet, so that's why you see the Graves and the Iron banned out. They're really putting Here Comes Santa on the back foot now, as they went for the Galio pick, as Temple City went for the Galio pick in that top lane, and we are seeing this focus bans come out here in response. It's the 10 ban system being dropped in the middle of our playoffs here. I think after the round of 64, the Riot transitioned over with the new patch, and we're seeing 10 ban systems now. So it's good to see these two teams really put it to good effect here. It's William Lyon Mackenzie, see Temple City, they don't have a jungler. They ban away Graves and Ivan, force Here Comes Santa to pick up a Nunu. And that's going to be an interesting pick from him. It's definitely less of a playmaking jungler, not the Zac that we normally see from him or the other champions that we see. So we'll see how he pulls it out. But also banned out by Temple City, the Syndra and the Gragas taken away. Gonna force the Orianna and Shen picks from William Lyon Mackenzie. Not terrible picks whatsoever to be picking up last. Orianna, just a great power pick coming out here, and denying it from Zed is also a good takeaway as well. Shen coming in, just a solid champion all around. Against the Galio, though, is an interesting matchup. Tends to see how that will play out. So Z Motion's gonna lock in that Vladimir for Zed in the mid lane. And we'll have our first champion select locked in for this game here. William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute versus Temple City, best of 3 in the single elimination bracket. So winner of this will be moving on in High School Star League. Loser will be dropping down and out of the tournament, out of the season. So we'll be seeing how these two teams take it in for game number 1. Before we get to that, we'll go to a quick break. You're watching the High School Star League 2017 playoffs brought to you by Twitch. I'm Crusader Kitten. We'll be right back to you for the first game of William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute versus Temple City High School. Stay tuned.
Make a smile for me. Lately I've been so lonely, and a smile from you might make these blues go away. A smile from you might make these blues go away. Stay a while. Make a smile for me. Lately I've been so lonely, and a smile from you might make these blues go away. Lately I've been so lonely, and
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right, welcome back, guys, to getting on underway into our first game of William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute versus Temple City High School. It's the High School Star League 2017 playoffs. Brian Casada and Trong bring you the games for the High School Star League, brought to you in part by our friends at Twitch TV. First game underway here as we head on into it. Two teams both coming out of the fall semester. Both of them went into the Winter Championship, of course. William Lyon Mackenzie getting knocked out in the second round by Harvard Collegiate Institute. Meanwhile, Temple City getting knocked out in the round of 32. However, Winter Championship, not the hugest showing of team skills, as it's mostly for just seeding on into the into these playoffs. However, Harvard Collegiate Institute, sure, they're very happy about what they got because they had a much easier bracket coming into the tournament. They had a much easier bracket coming into these playoffs 2017 playoffs, of course. So we're getting in and on into it. So standard lanes coming out from both of these teams. It's always interesting to see how these teams decide to start their games. In the first game, some come straight out of the gate looking for those early advantages here. Looks like we'll be seeing some standard lanes to start things off from both of these teams. And we'll see how they decide to play out the rest of the game. Best of 3 matchup in the single elimination bracket, so winner of this moves on to the next round, round of 8. The quarterfinals are coming up, so getting into the thick of things here. And whoever wins this matchup will be up against potentially the first seed of Harvard Collegiate Institute, unless Balboa High School, the 16th seed, comes away with that best of 3. We'll keep you posted there, of course. You can check out lol.hsstarleague.com for all the updates on the bracket over by our website. And you can see how these two teams came into the finals here. Temple City, the 2-time runner-up in the 2015 and 2016 championships consecutively there. 2-0 Grant Park, 2-1 against Wausau West, who was number 8 seed, a very favored school to come through, but Temple City came ahead. William Lyon Mackenzie 2-0 both of their matches leading up to this match. We'll see if they can do the same here, but Temple City, as we keep saying, they'll be a tough opponent here. Zud, the mid laner here, nope, Hako. Here comes Santa, forced to flash away quickly there as he gets caught out. Level 1, early level Nunu can't really duel out with the Elise there and is forced to back away. So Flash already lost by Here Comes Santa on this on the Nunu here. Looking at those picks and bans, we did see Nunu came out so late because. And hold on, bottom lane fight coming in. Hypnova's exhausted. Sketch is going down low, but the exhaust is on Hypnova, and Z Motions is far back in there under the minions. Meanwhile, Sketch, Maruvel got the flay out to him, but Sketch is kiting away. The slow's coming in, and that's a double kill for Z Motions, starting out the game. 2-0 for Temple City High School. Temple City High School coming away with those first 2 kills, and D-Motions getting the better part of that trade, getting that focus down on Hypnova. And that's just the dueling power of Zaya right there. So much damage coming out. And you know, you get that power spike on Thresh hitting level 2 and 3, and you go for those trades there. Ignite drawn off, picked up on Maruvel as well, but Sketch went for that exhaust. Really hurt the damage of that Varus there, and 2 kills to start things out. Temple City is looking strong here. Zud in the middle lane, though, getting poked out by Daymad. And I say poked out, but he's getting very chunked down, very low there, but it's going to be safe under his turret for now. Flash and Ghost picked up by both of these mid laners here. And actually, here comes Santa coming in from behind, and Zud now coming in for the engage, flashing forward to try to get some damage down. Daymad slowed down, but Cocoon coming out from OG Niels as he jumps through here. Here comes Santa low, trying to cut himself away from this one. The auto attack from OG Niels finishes him off. That's a kill over for William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute. Hopefully I'll find a quicker way to say that name as this best of 3 progresses here. But things going both ways here. The team Vescro gonna get those early trades down the Galio, as Shen likes to do here. Trading out very well early. And better than the Galio, obviously. Just slightly behind on CS though, but that middle lane gank coming in. And Nunu, I mean, just not the strongest ganker. He's got lots of slows. He's able to continue autoing, has that blood boil. Not too helpful on the Vladimir though. And of course, Elise just has that stronger ganking power here. So that's the impact from OG Niels. As we were talking about, I believe what, like 5 to 6 champions banned out of the jungle there as Z-Motions gets hooked in that bottom lane, flayed back as well. Hypnova putting on that damage. Polymorph coming down, those Stand United forced out by Vescro. Flash in, Maruvel secures it, the taunt as well. Onto the support, Sketch under the turret, getting dubbed here. Vescro flashes forward, finishes off Sketch, but gets taken out. Meanwhile, Nunu coming back in here. Here comes Santa, wants to jump in on this one, but can't. He gets chunked down low, will be able to walk away cleanly. But bottom lane dive coming through. It's a 1 for 2 in favor of William Lyon Mackenzie, and they come away with it. So that's bottom lane dive coming in there, and that's the presence of the Shen here. Vesco gets the teleport back up to that top lane, comes into it with the Cinder Hulk and the Bomby Cinder boots and a cloth armor. That's really gonna help him in these trades as he is scoring up against us. Here comes Santa coming in, snowball coming out, but Zud can't catch up. And unfortunately, here comes Santa, got put on his back foot here. The early jungle pick by William Lyon for OG Neils, picking up that Elise. And here comes Santos, forced onto the Nunu after Ivern, Zach, and Graves are banned out from William Lyon. So they really put him on the back foot here, and it looks like it might be working. Really got him on this Nunu, and he's trying to Nunu that farming jungler, but getting out CS right now by the Elise as he comes into this middle lane. Sketch in here as well. Shockwave though onto 2. Zud is low. He's still going in. OG Neil's coming in on this side, immediately exhausted. They may want to turn around onto him. Repel coming in. He comes straight back down. He's slowed down. The shield coming out from Daymad though, who is extremely low but able to survive throughout all of this. And Rome coming out from Sketch here. Both of these teams looking to make an impact early on to the game, with ganks coming in all across the map. But the score will remain 3-for-3. Slight advantage going over to William Lyon with the gold advantage so far. And they've gotten a few more assists on those kills, especially from that bottom lane fight. Top lane though, Vescro trading out. Here comes Santa. Just stole away the blue buff, as Nunu will tend to do. Takes that one away. That's the counter jungle of the Nunu. It's brutal to play against it. But so far, OG Neils has done a fairly good job out CSing him by 20 and has a kill for himself there after that middle lane counter gank, I believe. So they're doing well with it. Jenna versus Galley, very common matchup, I think, in the high school style. We see this matchup and we see 2 top laners. They just switch off on these champions, but Vesco getting hurt out here by Zyken. Zyken doing some decent damage. OG Neil's doing his own counter jungle here on the bottom half of the map, and maybe looking to go for a dangerous pick here. Hypnova and Miravail on the Varus and the Thresh. Lots of CC from this lane. You throw Elise into the mix in. Elise can do quite a bit of hurt here. OG Neil's though gonna get caught out, looking for that counter jungle. He's coming in onto him, but I don't think anyone will come to intercept him escaping from there. Spider will make his exit. Top lane though, Vesco still low, and Zyken going in though. Doesn't quite have the damage to finish him off, as a W comes up from Shen, so can't get any auto attacks in that area. Means Zyken will be means Vesco will be safe here. Zud taking a lot of damage from this Orianna in this matchup, but he's leading the CS by 10, so not doing too awfully here. Bottom has calmed down a bit. It's been a bit of farm lane, mostly even. And we did see Vescro forced to back away in that top lane. Zyken putting that push on here, and he'll just go back to base, but he may want to make it fast, as we have a roam coming out from Daymad coming up this river. We'll see if anything can actually come of it though. He's looking to make a quick escape here, backing in the brush. Well, Daymad, no. He ghosted up here to try to catch him off, and he sees Zyken. Zyken trying to make a break for it now. The taunt coming in, trying to dodge out here. Can he escape, though? Still getting chased out. Justice Punch to get back under his tower. Vescro wants to dive, though. Here comes Santa, is in the area, and he's going to dissuade them from trying anything there. Hook, though, onto that bottom lane. Z-Motions may just take it as an invitation to go in. The box being put in by Miravail, not coming out with anything. And Piercing Arrow goes wide as well. So, seeing things get a little bit testy here in this bottom lane. But so far, it may just be fine. Both of these teams with the trades here. But since a lot of that early action, 3-for-3, has been the scoreline here. But Z-Motion stepping up here a bit, or Zud stepping up a bit. Gonna have to use that Sanguine Pool. Can he escape? Flashes over the wall, but Daymad catches up with the ball and takes him out. And that was a very questionable questionable move there from Z Motions. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He knows Daymad's in that middle lane. He moved in, put a ward down. He stayed in, didn't back out, and gets taken out for it. And that's a kill over to his opponent in his lane. So, yeah, Zud with a very interesting move there. Used the flash to try to escape. Didn't use the ghost and is now dead. So here comes Santa, gonna go take up his lane to get some CS down. Try to catch up to the Elise, who's about 30 ahead of him. So rough plays coming out here by Temple City. OG Neils is looking good. And they had that turnaround. And the shockwave coming out. Here comes Santa. And they get a lot of damage with the flash in by Daymat to finish off that kill. And Nunu can't do much about that after he soak up so much damage. And that's the second kill already for Daymat. And this can't get out of hand because Temple City can't lose this. Like, this Orianna is going to do so much damage. And when you have a Shen and a Elise in the mix, that shockwave can really get into the middle of the enemy team there. Hypnova going in on here on Z Motions. There's a Stand United after the polymorph. They try to finish it off. Featherstorm doesn't land. And Hypnova, the Wild Growth coming in. Hypnova finally goes down, trading off for Z Motions as Vesco finishes off that kill. And now going in onto Sketch here. Sketch finished off by the Death Sentence. Zud meanwhile surrounded as OG Neils is chasing after him here. Vladimir trying to escape. Will be able to get under that tower, but they trade a 1 for 2 there at that Dragon Pit. Going the way of William Lyon. 3 kills in the lead now. Zykin trying to push on that top lane. Won't be able to as Vesco comes back. And now we're seeing a roam up to this top lane. And Zykin is probably in a lot of trouble here as Thresh and Elise are both coming in on the quick rotations up to that top lane. OG Neils. Easy kill for him to finish off. And now 8-4 is the scoreline, and 2,000 gold even is the lead for William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute. But of course, having a Nunu does have its breaks here for Temple City as they're going to set up on this bear. They know that OG Neils is on that top side of the map. So this should be a very, very easy dragon for Temple City. Here comes Santa. Going to secure that one here. Yeah, things are gonna get a bit scary here as 2 kills. The kills are distributed pretty evenly except 0 kills on the AD carry Hypnova. 2 kills on everybody else except for him. For the side of William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute. And they're really stacking up on those items. Orianna at least gonna be dealing so much damage soon, and this Thresh has been able to buy quite a few items here. Going for that ancient coin, so Talisman coming out from him is an interesting move. Usually see the other builds, but I mean, in good engaged combat, it's gonna be great to pick people off. And when he has that Talisman, middle lane, OG Neils wants to go for a gank. Zud a bit overextended here, so damage will be coming in. Looking to juke himself out of this one. Sanguine Pull coming in, seeing if he can get into his minion wave. He's getting taken down low. He's getting burned down. OG Neils back in, finishes him off with the auto attack under the turret. Here comes Santa coming in. Can't do much though. Meanwhile, in this bottom lane, trading here once again. Wild Growth already used. Here comes the Featherstorm. Maryvale getting bursted down by it. Now they turn over to Hypnova. Can they finish him off? Z Motions is leading the charge here. Shielded up. And the auto attacks come through. Easy kill. Here comes Santa middle lane though. Shockwave coming in. The heroic entrance by Zykin gets the knock up onto both of them. And now he's chasing after OG Neils. Gets the taunt down onto Daymad. He'll switch targets over to the Orianna. Orianna 2-0 Daymad. Trying to jump away from Zykin, will be able to. And now Vescro is coming into the mix. And Zykin unable to come away with either of those kills. Here comes Santa. Shockwave was thrown down onto him to interrupt that absolute 0. So, able to make their way out of it. Top lane turret went down to Temple City while the middle lane was taken out. And now the bottom lane turret taken out by Temple City. So, even in the trade, I believe, in terms of kills, I think a 2-for-1 across the board because that bottom lane duo of Z Motions and Sketch were able to take out that bottom lane turret as well as take down the duo lane for a double kill for Z Motions. Now he's 5-2 on the side. It's going to be a scary threat. A fight developing in this middle lane. Cocoon landing. There's no turret here, so Zud is trying to back away. He has 2 bodyguards with him. Here comes Santa and Zykin. 2 big tanks trying to be able to protect him there. 4 members of William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute on this top half of the map. They'll look to start up on the Rift Herald. Should be a fairly easy take for them unless here comes Santa and Sketch has something to say about teleport actually coming in as well. They're going to be peeling off of this. Will a fight develop here though? Hook lands onto Here Comes Santa. He may be in trouble. Absolute Zero going to get channeled here. Shockwave on the backside. Lands onto Z Motions, but Daymad's already down because I can just finish him off. Zud takes down Merivale. Vescro forced to flash. Polymorphs. Zud chasing after. Rift Herald secured by Temple City. Double kill for Zud. And they absolutely win that fight in a 4v5 engagement. Well done by them to pick that one up. And on the bottom, and Hypnova was pushing, but they're going to lose him because of that. And now OG Niels might be in trouble. He was looking to pick someone off. Cocoon coming in, slows as well. They don't want to dive onto the Elise, though. He'll make his way out. Bottom lane, Hypnova cracking open that turret. But it'll be a middle lane turret that goes over to Temple City. They also have the Rift Herald on Here Comes Santa. Oh, maybe this turret won't be going down just yet. It's very low, though, so it'll be going down eventually. 140 health it's sitting on here, but Here Comes Santa with that Rift Herald. Such a powerful tool to have in the mid game when you're looking to apply pressure and push lanes down. Middle lane, gank onto Zud. Action just doesn't stop in this game. We're already at 18 kills, 18 minutes in, and Zud's in a lot of trouble trying to get out. Flash to get out of the hook as Emotions jumps in, and he's feisty here, trying to deal some damage. Got 3 assists in that last fight. 5, 2, and 3. Quite the scoreline here. Already has the Essence Weaver and Phantom Dancer finished up. So has a whole item up on Hypnova here. So it's going to look scary here. And you have a lot of support for this Xayah to keep her alive. And double kill on that Zud in that last fight is significant as well, as you finally see him get some kills on the board. And now he'll be a threat against the... He'll be a threat for Temple City now, as we're seeing bottom lane Zykin shoving it up here, as the rest of his team is in the middle lane, taking up an easy turret there. And the Rift Herald coming up in that middle lane as the fight develops. The roots coming in. Here comes Santa. Flashes in to get the Absolute Zero down. The burst comes through. Merivale gonna get taken down. Here comes the heroic entrance. Knock up onto Vescro. Rift Herald's under that tower. Taunt onto Hypnova. Knocked up as well. Zud finishes him off. Vescro, he's got double kill for Z Emotions. And now Temple City can push on the mid lane. A 3-for-0 fight there. Middle lane inner turret goes down. Temple City want to keep it going. That's the middle inner turret. Middle inhibitor turret. That's going to fall. Temple City, a huge fight there. And it's just Z Emotions with the burst damage. And that front line, Zykin and Here Comes Santa absorbed so much of the damage. Absolute Zero was channeled to full effect there. Flash forced out by Zykin as a death sentence was threatening his life. But middle inhibitor already down. Temple City breaking through in this game. 20 minutes in, they take down, they crack open that base. Merivale chasing after Sketch, able to dodge out of the hook. Not quite looking for a turnaround. They're going to get over this wall. 3 people over on that blast cone. Now onto the Infernal Drake. Infernal Drake going low, finished off. Here comes Santa, secures it. Zud taking damage. Shockwave only led it to 1 because they're able to escape. And now the turnaround, but Zud's already down. Zykin getting in the mix of it. 3 members with the taunt. Vesco taunting himself, but the damage is going the way of Temple City. Featherstorm coming in. Flash! The Daymad goes down. Z Emotions triple kill. There's 1 left. It's OG Niels. He goes up. Actually, there's 2 left. Vescro coming in. He actually takes down Z Emotions. Z Emotions down. It's only Sketch, and here comes Santa. Probably have the least amount of damage. And oh no, minions just took down OG Niels. That's gonna be the triple kill tallied for for Z Emotions there. But it was actually the minions that did a huge part in that fight. And an interesting trade going there. 3 for 4 in that team fight. But Super Minions started up on the base of William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute, and that one of those Nexus turrets is very low. However, I think net win comes to Temple City there, Infernal Drake for them. And right now they're sitting on a 14,000 gold lead with 5 turrets to 2. They have all the advantages going their way now, and after they've been able to go for all that pushing and all that fighting, they're able to get back. Z-Motion's finally able to back to base with an 11-3 scoreline. Picks up a BF sword and a pickaxe, so a huge damage boost for him. And this is now looking very scary for William Lyon, as just they're getting shredded by Z-Motions in these fights. He has so much damage out for him. And Descendant's onto sketch here, but not something we want to go for. Now that we're hitting 22-minute mark with with 28 kills on the board, 22 minutes in, we're gonna see this some grouping around the Baron. So Baron dance is what's gonna start up here. And Temple City may just want to start it. I mean, they've got so much damage from Z-Motions. They've got the Nunu here. Why not? They're gonna get spotted out here. And stun's actually coming in onto Zud, but the Baron is secured. So now Temple City, do they want to go for a fight? Heroic entrance coming in as they get the knockup. Shockwave groups up 3 members, but there's no follow-up. OG Niels is getting chased after by Zud. And no kills coming in from that. But that may change here. They're chasing after OG Niels. To no avail, but Baron buff secured by Temple City. And now they'll look to continue pushing straight after getting that, or did they want to regroup? Looks like they want to go straight for pushing. Middle lane's already getting pushed in by super minions. Top lane and bottom lane, though, there's some big waves by William Lyon. Very smart by them to build those up prior to the Baron fight. OG Niels jumping in onto Zud. Redemption to help heal him up as they chase in onto the Vladimir here. And the flash, the hook! But dodged out. OG Niels still looking to engage here. Zud. Flash in by Veskro. They're committing onto this one. The flay back. He's trying to get out. Gets stunned up. Gets taken out. So that's a pick in the middle lane. But meanwhile, they're losing turrets. Zyken's in that bottom lane. Meanwhile, Z-Motions. Here comes Santa and Sketch are pushing in that top lane. And they've already taken down 1 turret in that top lane. And Zyken is trying to make quick work of this bottom lane turret, but as a Galio, it's a bit difficult. He's going to have some help from these Baroned up minions. That's it. 2 turrets secured. So 2 turrets for 1 Zud. I think that's a worthy trade there. Zyken, though, going to get chased after by Niels and Veskro. We'll see if they can even take down this Galio. I don't think so. A little too tanky there. Inhib respawning soon in that middle lane, but turrets all taken down outside of the base, so there are top lane and bottom lane viable options here for Temple City. They still have Baron buff for a little bit longer, I believe. Just a little bit over halfway through. Hitting this 25-minute mark, Temple City really exploded into this game, but there's been some fighting back here by William Lyon, as they're now only 7,000 gold behind. I think that is a reduction in that gold gap. So the gap is closing. We'll see if William Lyon can bring it through. They are the higher seed in this matchup. That's why they're on the blue side in game number 1 here. But so far, Temple City has really taken advantage of them. Z-Motions just getting out of hand. No focus on that bottom lane from any of these junglers. They kind of let it play out. And you saw the way it went. It went the way of Temple City High School. Z-Motions, 11-3. Infinity Edge finished up. He has another BF sword. So ahead on his counterpart here. And we saw so many jungle bans focusing on Here Comes Santa. Maybe we'll be seeing some ADC bans in this next game. Maybe not worth it though. Jungle bans definitely helpful out here, but Here Comes Santa hasn't been too... wasn't really set on his back foot here because he's got this love boil and he's really helping out Z-Motions. Ooh, narrowly dodges that death sentence there as we have the 3-man push, or the 4-man push in the middle lane, while the top lane is dueling out in the bottom lane. Wave is building up in that top side for Temple City. Dragon's just about to spawn, and so far Temple City is 2 for 2 on those with Infernal and an Ocean Drake. They want to go for this Cloud Drake that just spawned. moves. Continue with the siege. You do have the Baron buff still active. It's just about to expire though, but they haven't really been able to get onto this inhibitor to deal too much damage to it. Still fairly healthy. But this top lane wave is going to push up, so soon they'll have 3 lanes pushing, and that'll be 3 lanes for William Lyon to deal with. Temple City moving in. Base pushing continues. 80 carries on that top side. Damage down on the sketch. Z-Motion just took out Hypnova off screen though. And now it's a 4v5 in favor of Temple City, which means they have so much more pressure going their way. Zykin still pushing in that bottom lane. Z-Motion's up in that top lane, doing whatever damage he can. And they're looking to see what their vulnerabilities are in middle lane. Redemption's coming in, the box being popped out. Heroic entrance though. Dayman just took down Sketch. Can they find the engage here? The shockwave in onto 3. The taunt coming in as well. Where's the damage? Absolute 0. Gonna get channeled. Vestro takes down Zud. As well as in the backline, Mirabelle going down to Here Comes Santa. But Z-Motions is joining the fight. And they can't really fight against this one. It's a 3v3. But Z-Motions such a force here. Zykin going in. The taunt comes out onto Zoo 2. Z-Motions jumping forward. OG Niels trying to get onto Here Comes Santa. He burns him down. Vestro though getting damaged out. Auto attacks him. Z-Motions finishes him off. Hypnova's back up. Featherstorm doesn't land. A double kill though on the callback on the Feathers. A triple kill. And finally OG Niels takes down Z-Motions after a triple kill coming through. Only 2 members left alive in the fighting range of this one, and they'll both back away. OG Niels and Zykin. Hectic fight coming in from the 2 teams here. And Z-Motions just time and time again coming through with these kills. Finally getting picked off though. However, middle lane inhibitor does go down, which is a huge fact here. Temple City able to come away with that. And now start up on this Cloud Drake. Should be an easy take for them here. About to tick on to that 30-minute mark in this game. Baron's going to be up in at the 30-minute mark. Both of these teams may be looking to head over to that objective. 7-1-4 the scoreline for OG Niels. You can see why Temple City was focusing on junglers in the pick and ban phase. But he picks up this Elise and he's dealing so much damage with it. And pretty much the only one that is capable of chasing after Z-Motions. The Z-Motions just went back. Okay, the 3 times you've seen Z-Motions go back to base. He picked up a BF sword, then he picked up the Infinity Edge and another BF sword. Now he's finished with the Guardian's Angel and has gotten his 3rd BF sword of this game. And he is so ahead in this game right now. 15-4 his scoreline. And he got a triple kill in that last fight and he wasn't even there. He was there for the cleanup duty. As a shockwave came out from Daymad, just did a lot of damage, but not to the right targets. The Z-Motions now with the Guardian's Angel. Gonna be a huge pickup for him here. Baron. 30 minutes in, started up by Temple City. They're burning this one down fast though. And now teleports coming in from both of these top laners. OG Niels already taking quite a bit of poke from Z-Motions, who's not in the pit. The hook onto Z-Motions though. Can they get this pick off onto him? Redemption's coming down. Z-Motions gets out of it though with the Featherstorm. He's wild growth. The damage coming in, the roots, the heroic entrance. And this is gonna be the cleanup. A clean ace, a triple kill, 5-0. Temple City come away with it. Explosive fight coming in for them off of that Baron fight. And that's the surrender immediately coming in from the side of William Lyon. Temple City takedown game and number 1. Huge win there by Temple City. And now William Lyon Mackenzie are going to have to worry about Z-Motions there in that bottom half of the map. 18-4-5 to end the game. The most gold in the game by a wide margin. He had 6,000 more gold, 5,000 more gold than anybody else. Okay, let's redo this. At least 4,000 gold more than anybody else in the game. 5,000 more gold than the highest total on the enemy team, which was on OG Niels. And that was a huge performance. So Temple City come away with game number 1. Rocking it through here. You're watching the High School Strike. We're going to go to a quick break, but we'll be bringing you game number 2 after it. So stay tuned for game 2. Temple City up 1-0 over William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate Institute. You're watching the High School Star League, brought to you by Twitch. We'll be right back.